All right, so this is lesson 102. This one's lesson 102. Now, oh, Evelyn. I'm going to drop this. Listen to me. On this thing here, on the transversals, you're an amazing child because I went through all this stuff with you. You draw this out on D. Let's see, how's this thing look? It looks like this, and you did this, A, B, C, D, whatever. And we said if W is right here. And so I'm looking at the picture on your paper here, sweetie. You have 80. If this is 80, this is 80. Wow. If this is 80, this is 80. And this is 80. And you have all that. You understand that? If this is 80, this is 100. 80 and 100 is 180. 80 and 100 is 180. If this is 100, that's 100. If these two are 100, those two are 100. That's perfect. You have that written out. It's right. But look at your answers. What are the measures of the other angles? So this is W. We want, I don't even know what they are here. S, T, U, V. You want S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. W is 80. Now, I'm looking at your answers, and you've got 40 and 45 and 45, and I don't even know what that is. I'm not sure. Where's 40 and 45 coming from? This is every angle on here. It's either 80 or it's 100. That's the only two choices, little boo. That's it. So you're not allowed to get this wrong. This is S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. There's every answer. You have it. Why are those wrong? There's no good answer for that. I don't know, just being lazy or something. Do not, oh my soul, get that right. Okay? So there's that. Now let's go down to E. E, F, G, H, I. These are where you're having trouble. You've got to learn how to do this. First thing you do is you write it out. Let's just see if you're doing this right. E. You did E right. F. X, 10, 2x, 10, 1. Okay, you got it written out, right? So it's x plus 10 plus x plus 10. Wow. Plus 2x minus 10 equals 180. All right? So you got that. Now, looks to me like you did the next step right. You added the x's together. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Okay, and then 10 and minus 10 is 0. Huh. See, this is where you messed up. You're like, you did this, but then you put a negative 10, minus 10. I don't know what you're doing. Listen to me. 1x, 2x, 3, 4x, right there. X is done, X is done, X is done. 10, take away 10 is 0. It's gone. Right here, x equals 180 divided by 4. Boom. You came really close on that. Just look what you're doing. Don't start doing things because you're doing them. Do them because they're the right thing to do. G, 3y5. Y minus 25. All right, so let's just see here. You got 3y5, y minus 25. Now, all right, here's where I get confused because I'm not sure what you're doing. Now, never work sideways, just down. Your first step in these is always get rid of the smallest variable. There's 3y here, there's 1y here, that's the smallest. And to get rid of it, to get it completely gone, This is 1. I'm going to subtract 1y. Yeah? If I subtract 1 here, I'm going to subtract 1 here. Yes? Now, you may have done this. I'm just not sure because your stuff is up here, and it gets really confusing. Work down. 3, take away 1 is 2y. I didn't touch that 5 equals 1 take away 1 is 0. It's gone. Minus 25. Yes? Now, you want to get rid of what? I can hear you saying, oh, the 5. I want to get this by itself. That's a plus 5. I'm going to minus 5. If I minus 5 here, I'm going to minus 5. Negative signs. Don't let them hurt you. All that's left over here is 2y. Wow, nobody knows what that is. 2y. I didn't touch it. 5 take away 5 is 0. It are gone. Negative 25 and negative 5. A negative plus a negative is a bigger negative. A negative plus a negative. That's what we're doing here. Negative 25 and negative 5 is a bigger negative. Negative, I'm going to let you put the answer in. To get rid of that 2, you're going to divide. Y equals. Yes? And it's negative. All right, little one? You've got to learn, Evelyn, you've got to learn this process. This process is algebra. First step, simplify. Next step, get rid of the smallest variable. Next step, get rid of the constant. Next step, divide. Answer. Every single time. I don't care how complicated they get, that's what we do. H, 4n minus 5 equals 2n blah, 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 plus 3. See, the reason I can solve this is because it's an equation. There is an equal sign. All right. First thing I said to do is get rid of the smallest variable. There's 4 n's here, 2 n's here. This is the smallest. To get rid of it, I subtract. If I subtract it here, I subtract it here. My n's are getting really weird. 4 take away 2 is 2n. Minus 5. Didn't touch that. Can't touch this. 2 take away 2 is 0. 0 times anything is 0. This is gone. 3. Yeah? How do I get rid of that 5? I add 5. I add 5 here. I add 5 here. 2n equals here. Divide by 2, there's the answer. Okay? Watch this, Evelyn. The process is exactly the same. We write it down. Smallest n, subtract, subtract. Okay? Got that? I want to get rid of this. Since that's a negative, I'm going to add. Add. This is what's left over here. I didn't do it. This is what's left here. Divide, answer. Okay? Every single time. These are equations. They're super easy to do. If you just get the process, they always work themselves out. I is 3x minus 2. Watch this. If I go too fast for you, you pause me. That's kind of rude. Pause me and work it. Do what we're doing. Look at it. Make sure you understand this. Don't be in a hurry. Your goal here, I hate to tell you this, little one, the goal is not to get this lesson done and get to the next one. The goal is to learn this so next time you see it, you do it, you get it right, you move on. Otherwise, I have to work every problem in the book with you, and that is not the goal. The goal is for you to work the problems in the book and get them right. Not going to touch that. This is called distributive property. This right here times that. Negative 2 times x. Negative 2 times x. That's negative 2x. Then negative 2 times negative 4. A negative times a negative is a positive. 2 negative signs. Positive. 8. You understand? You got to get the rules down. The rules for multiplying are different than the rules for adding negative numbers. You've got to get the rules down. You're going to put these two together, like terms. There's a 3x, take away 2x is what? It's just x, 1x. Plus 8 equals 32. X equals, how do you get rid of that? And it's not division. You're going to subtract 8 and subtract 8. And in this case, that's your answer because there's just one x right there. Okay? Learn the process, okay? You write the problem down, you look at it and say, oh, I have distributive property. Negative 2 times x, here. Negative 2 times negative 4, 8. Then I combine like terms. 3x, take away 2x, are 1x. Plus 8 equals 32, subtract the 8, answer. If this wasn't 1x, then you divide and then answer. Hij, okay? Oh, I can just see this one here. Since you're like everybody else, a minus or plus, this bothers you. So watch, Ev, listen to me. First step, turn it over. Put this in the back. It's okay, doesn't matter. Do you understand that this and this are exactly the same? This is just what you're used to seeing more. Now you can't get rid of this 2 here. You've got to do the distributive property. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times negative 4, positive and a negative, is minus 8. A positive times negative is a negative. Smallest x is right here. Minus 2x minus 2x. Do that, bring that down. Okay? This is an easy game. You got to learn to play this game. Learn the rules, play the game. It's not difficult at all. All right, 80%. Let's see, number 6. La, la, la. Evelyn is a nut. All right, so 80% of those who were invited came. All right, so you got one extra thing going on here. It says 80% and 100%. Total, these are the ones that came. If these came, how many did not come? Percentage. Forget the rest of it. Percentage. I've only read 80%. If 80% came, how many did not came? Well, 100 take away 80 is 20. These are percents. We haven't got to the numbers yet. These are the percents. If this is 80%, this is one thing. The other, these two has to equal that, okay? 20 and 80 is 100. Came, not came, percents. Now it says 40 were invited. 40 were invited. This is how many were invited. Right here. You put the 40 up here. The 40 is the number, is how many were invited. This is the how many were invited total. I invited all these people. I invited, 40. 80% came, 20% did not came. The total is the invited. Total equals invited. That's 100%. I invited everybody that invited. 40, did I do that? 40 people were invited. Now it says, how many did not come? Ding, ding. So I invited all that I invited, and that was 40%. 40 people is how many I did invited. That's all of them. I want to know how many did not come. So I'm going to go this times that, divided by that, is that. 20 times 40, that's like 2 times 4 is 8, plus 2 zeros. 2 places over, answer. And it's not a bad idea, if you got that, subtract it from that and get that. Get both of them, just for fun, okay? It's all about setting it up. You had that number in the wrong place, okay? Label, get all the percents. And then put the numbers where they belong. And then the problem works itself, sort of. Except for the part that you have to do. Number 8, write an equation to solve this problem, okay? Words. 3 more than. This is number 8. 3 more than. Okay? 3 more than twice a number. Twice a number is times 2. Twice a number is negative 13. Okay, I'm not doing this for you, Ev. You're doing it. Okay, now listen to me. Listen. There's that. 3 more than twice a number is negative 13. Please, I'm begging you, read the words, read the problem. Please don't just be throwing this stuff down. Read it. Figure out where I got that from. Once you have that, the first step is, this is already, by it, there's no more n's anywhere. So get rid of that, right? If this is plus, you're going to what? Subtract. Minus 3. Minus 3. So you have 2n equals this plus this. I'm going to do it. I can't help myself. This is 0, 2n equals. A negative and a negative is a bigger negative. And then divide that bigger negative by 2. N equals negative whatever. This plus this is a bigger negative. And it's negative. 13 plus 3 and it's negative. Divided by 2 and it's negative. Okay? Math is fun. Math is fun. All right, number 10. Now, you keep doing these wrong. Just wrong, okay? Please, don't do what you've been doing. You're doing them wrong. Draw a diagram of this statement. That means draw a diagram of this statement. That means you have to draw a diagram, and your diagram is not right. Exit polls showed that 7 out of 10 voters cast their ballots for the incumbent. Okay? 7 out of 10. These cast their vote for. That means there's 3 that did not, and this is the total. 7 out of 10. Here's our fraction. That means we have to have a box with 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. With 10 boxes. All right, now before I do any more math, 7 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 of those, 7 of those right here. This is 7 over 10. This is the rest of them, 3 over 10. These cast their votes for the incumbent. These did not. Voted for, did not vote for. Okay? There's all the fractional part. Now, we got to see how many we go on here. The incumbent received 1,400 votes. Received 1,004. This is how many he did receive. You follow me? So you're going to take this 1,400 and divide it by 10. This divided by 10, just one place over. These go in each box, 140. Yes, you still with me, girl? This total, 7/10, is 1,400. 3 of them is how much? 140 times 3. Okay? And 140 times 10, 140 times 10 goes right here. This is the total. This is how many did not vote for him. Okay? So it says, A, how many cast their vote? Total. Right here. 140 divided by 10. Yeah. I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I lost my mind. Do you mind if I lose my mind? Divided by 7. This times this divided by this. 1,400. I'm sorry. I like, what am I going to do? I got to divide the 1,400 by 7. That's what goes in the box. Somewhere in my mind. 7 goes into 14, 2, right there. There we go. La, 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 la. So if 1,400 is 7/10, I take this 14, this times this divided by this is this. 1,400, I'm sorry, I don't even know what I'm saying here. 7/10 is 1,400. Take that 1,400 and divide it by 7. That's how many goes in each box. So 3 of those, 1, 2, 3, 3 times 200, 400, 600. There's 600 here. How many, this plus this is the total right here. So when they have the draw diagram problem, it's okay, put it out like this. Get your fractions. This is the bottom. This is how many boxes. This is 7/10. This is 3/10. Now you got to read it really carefully because it says the ones that voted for him, there were 1,400. So if there's 1,400 here, I'm going to divide that by 7. That's how many goes in these boxes. All of them. 3 of them is right here. This plus this is the total. Okay? Sorry about that. Brain boo-boo. It's okay to have a brain boo-boo as long as you fix it. He said. No. 10. So what else? 12. Oh, compare. This is one we started to do on the board when our Zoom call ended. And, you know, watch this. A minus A. Now, I just want you to think for just a minute. Any number, take away itself, is equal to what always? Doesn't matter. Any number minus itself is 0. Okay? Now, it also says, I left out a piece, A is less than 0. You understand? So number 1, I cannot put 0 in here, here, and here. Number 2, I cannot put any positive numbers in here, and here, and here. You understand? Negative numbers. So it doesn't matter what negative number I put in here. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. This one's always 0. And the negative is always what? Less than. See how that works? Kiddo. You got to read the whole thing. You got this, but you have to have that. This means everything I put in is a negative. A -1 minus a -1 is -1 plus +1. It's 0. Any number minus itself. This will always be 0. And since these are all negatives, that's negative less than. Woo. 12. These are going to be some really long videos. You know that, right? 14, 16. You kind of drive me nuts here. You had the 70 right on D. All right, you got to read the words. A, correspond. Listen to me. Look at this lesson. Corresponding angles. A, B, C. I'm not going to answer this for you. You go back to the start of this lesson and see what corresponding means. Look at it. So if you have C, which one is a corresponding angle to C? B, alternate interior. Look back. Alternate interior means what? So if I have E, what is alternate, other side, interior, boom. And angle H, alternate exterior. Look back. You have the A, B, C wrong. You got the D right. Good girl. 18, chance of rain is 40%. What are the odds it will not rain? Watch this. Chance of rain, 40%. Okay? This is a chance of rain. This is rain, total, not rain. How much here? This is 100, and this is 40. This must be 60. It wants the odds of not rain. Okay, odds. I hate it when they do this. I'm going to give you this answer. It's this to this. Okay, it's 60 to 40. Okay, or 6 to 4. Reducing, divide by 2, 3 to 2. Odds, right there. That's the answer. I don't care if you know that or not because I didn't teach you much about odds. That's the answer right there. That's the way you do it. Probability of not rain would be 60 over 100. 6 over 10, that's what you were doing. Odds are good to bad, not good to total. So don't worry too much about that. That's not a U. That's just a stupid. 26, 3y plus 2. Okay, I'm telling you, once you get this process down, you'll never miss one of these again. Hardly never. So 26, write it down, and you're very good about that. 3y plus 2 equals y plus 32. Always check, make sure you have written down right. Smallest y. This one or that one. Subtract y, subtract y. 1y if you want. 3 minus 1 is 2y plus 2 equals nothing. Like that. Let's go look at your paper. Yeah, see, you're starting in the wrong place. Always start with the y's. It's just easier, okay? Get rid of the smallest y, whatever. If this is plus, you're going to minus it, okay? Now you're going to get rid of that. So we're going to subtract 2 here, subtract 2 here. 2y equals that. Y equals that. Divide by 2. You almost got these. Just get the process right. And you got this thing nailed. Okay, Ms. Nailer? Then you don't have to go get a pedicure anymore because you have it all nailed, right? 30. Again, no shortcuts. You shortcutted this and you missed it. Write it down just like it is. Do not shortcut. You make me crazy. Well, I'm already crazy. Write it down, okay? It's about negative signs. Here's the deal, Miss Boo. This times this. 4 times 3 is 12. Negative times a positive is a negative. This is minus 12 over minus 2. A negative divided by a negative. 2 negative signs. The answer is positive. The answer is positive. 6. Minus a minus. And the opposite. Okay? And that's why. You had, this is a negative. I think. Actually, you got it all the way to here. You didn't get that right. This is minus a minus. The opposite of a negative is a positive. Minus a minus is plus a positive. Minus a minus is plus a positive, like addition. Okay? Addition, subtraction. Okay. All right. So this is your lesson for Thursday. Fix both of these. Please take your time, listen, write, look at it, figure it out, understand the processes involved. Make a new paper, not on your old paper. Make a brand new paper, lesson 102, 101, problem, whatever I said. Actually, I'll send you that on corrections. Rework them, send them back to me, okay? I'd rather have you do this before you do the test. If you've already taken that test, after you've corrected these, please look at the test, the stuff that you learned here. Make sure you're doing it right on the test. Okay, Evie Boo? Please, beg you. Okay? You're my hero.